Greetings, Agent. Fans of the Pokemon YouTube showed that Dex have started celebrating something they're calling Occultober. It seemingly has to do with Pokemon that have weird or creepy backgrounds, but other than a few rumors, Occultober remains a mystery. Fans of the show have been seen wearing the new Occultober shirt by Amanda Flagg featuring Gorgeist and Bannet, which is now available for purchase at theyeti.com/thedex. Occultober is all around you. There is something out there in the woods. Beware of Occultober.
Hey guys, welcome back to Occultober 2016 on the Dex, where we cover trivia and strategy about a different strange Pokemon each week. I'm PokeKellz.
And I'm Dex Maniacs Alex.
Wait, Dex Maniac?
Yes, I love that show.
Don't you think that's a little bit like...
What?
Oh, it's just weird that you as the host of the show for you to rep your love for our show in this way.
Why is that weird?
Ah, never mind. It's Shiftry!
Nah, I was just kidding. I meant to say that. Shiftry is the wicked Pokemon from Gen 3. It's a mysterious grass dark type that's said to live atop towering trees dating back over 1,000 years. And apparently, it spends its time creating windstorms with the fans it's always holding, generating gusts of winds at speeds close to 100 feet per second, and powerful enough to level houses? What the who?
Thankfully, it lives quietly in deep forests, but if ever you're out walking and you feel a chilly, wintry wind, be careful, for Shiftry may be near. For that reason, it has long been feared by the people of the Hoenn region as a dangerous guardian of the forest who deserves their respect.
The word Shiftry is a portmanteau of shifty and tree. A shifty person is one who's suspicious, cunning, or deceitful, but Shiftry probably got its name from the way it can read the intentions of its enemies and quickly take preemptive action. Guys, I don't know if you're on the same wavelength as me or what, but this would be so scary to see.
Also notable is that Shiftry is the Ruby version exclusive counterpart to Sapphire's Ludicolo. For one, both Pokemon evolve from stones, and it's even cooler that they're both based off Japanese demons. Ludicolo is a water demon, aka the Kappa, and Shiftry is a beast called the Tengu.
Oh man, yes! Japanese demons are so weird and cool. I can't get enough.
Oh yeah? Well, good, because for the second week in a row, our ridiculous segment today is Pokemon.
Oh, dope! I love Pokemon!
Right? You know, I'm always like the straight man in these things, so it might seem like I don't like you, but like, it's legit really awesome that you love yokai so much.
Yokai, eh? Well, you better watch out.
I give an inch, you take a mile.
Yokai watch.
Sure. Yeah. No, I get it.
Tengu is a Japanese yokai derived from the Japanese Changu, and though the name translates roughly to heavenly dog, Japanese Tengu are actually supposed to have the characteristics of humans and birds, in particular an unnaturally long beaky nose. Plus, they also have reddish dark skin and white hair, so like, way to stay on brand, Shiftry. The shiny version even has red skin. That is like, he just is a Tengu. It's just change his name to Tengu. Change it up.
Tengu are often depicted holding a feathered fan called a ha-uchiwa, and like Shiftry, they most often use these fans to stir up winds, though Tengu can also use them to punish people by growing or shrinking their nose. Man, imagine if Pinocchio teamed up with a Tengu, he'd be unbeatable. Actually, you know what? Don't think about that. That's weird.
Unlike the Tengu, Shiftry's fans are made of leaves, probably just to match his typing. But if you look closely, Shiftry's strange-looking feet are a perfect match for a sandal called Tengu Geta, which are tall and balanced on a single block in the center of each foot, and each carved from a single block of wood. They're meant to keep the wearer's feet off the ground. It's crazy, right?
Originally, Tengu were considered scary, disruptive demons who always brought war, but over time, their image gradually morphed into how we see them today as forest guardian spirits. Though that's not to say that they're pushovers, because they're still considered extremely dangerous.
Still, most stories involving Tengu are pretty humorous because I guess another thing about them is that they're very easily tricked and confused by humans. For example, there's this great story about a Tengu and a woodcutter.
The Tengu comes upon a woodcutter and begins to annoy him by using his supernatural powers to guess everything the woodcutter is thinking. The woodcutter continues to cut wood, but as he strikes it, a splinter shoots up and pokes the Tengu in the nose, who runs away terrified, all while shouting that humans are too dangerous because they can do things without thinking.
Gold medal for Shiftry, man. Honestly, sometimes Pokemon designs can just be really on the nose, right? Curl of his nose. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Shiftry's just a Tengu dog, but hey, because of him, now you know about these awesome, hilarious forest spirits, right? It's a win-win.
Right? Which is why I never really mind when a Pokemon is practically just pulled from a real-world folklore. It's like a dope little piece of the world that I never would have seen if it hadn't been for the time it was basically just in a Pokemon game. So, good on you, Game Freak. Just keep doing you, baby.
Okay. Cool. Shiftry.
Why is he still freaking you out so much, man?
I don't know. He's really creepy, I think. Right? Am I weird for
Well,
thinking that?
yes, you are weird, but definitely not for this.
Oh.
Well, here, why don't you take your mind off it with a little battle strategy for the people?
Battle strategy?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah! VGC 2016 strats for Shiftry start right now!
There you are. Pokemon.
Okay, so I probably don't even have to name any of the big threats you'll see in VGC 2016 at this point. Cough, cough, Groudon and Kyogre, cough, cough. But what you may not know is that Shiftry can actually be a pretty nasty surprise in VGC, even among giants like these, thanks to its ability Chlorophyll. Start with an Adamant one and super train it in attack and speed.
Chlorophyll literally doubles Shiftry's speed in the sun, so make sure you pair it with Groudon for its Desolate Land ability and give it a Life Orb to hold to maximize that damage. The goal here is to use that fast stab Leaf Blade to bop either of these two, so do it as soon as possible.
Of course, that doesn't mean sometimes it's not smarter to throw out some disruption, so run good old Fake Out on this set to earn a first big turn for your heavy hitter if you think it's worth it, but remember not to get stuck on autopilot and spam it for your first turn every time or it'll lose its impact.
As far as coverage goes, Stab Knockoff is pretty solid for pretty much anyone who depends on items for strength, but it's especially nasty for Bronzong. Just because you gotta have something for threats like Kangaskhan and Smeargle, try running Low Kick too.
All in all, not a bad set, but that's not the only way to train a Shiftry, so as always, here are a few random.
Shiftry's got base 160 speed in the sun, so it might be worth it to get a quick Worry Seed in now and then as it counters some seriously bothersome roll of sleep in this year's meta. Just don't do it on Groudon or Kyogre because taking away their ability leaves them high and dry.
Shiftry also has access to Swagger and Foul Play, which can be a devastating combo, especially when it's so likely that you're going to be able to go first. Classic Dark-type mind games. Love it, love it, love it.
And finally, Shiftry weirdly has access to Rock Slide. Not necessarily a bad choice depending on context, especially for things like Talonflame, but Low Kick and Knockoff are much more versatile, so choose wisely, friends. We want you to win battles, not perceive your own hubris.
So there you go, Shiftry, the creepy wooden windy tree doll thing. Scary, but tight.
For more creepy videos, check out our special October Spookymon playlist, or if you'd rather listen to me, Alex, and Jimmy dish on the latest Pokemon news and fan mail for hours and hours, maybe while you drive or hatch eggs, click here for our weekly The Dex podcast. I'm PokeKellz.
And I'm Dex Maniacs Alex. Hex Maniacs Alex. Whatever. Tune in next week for another discarded episode of The Dex.